Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. I am Dimadin Groho. So I will answer some question of sociolinguistic. Okay, for the first, give example of five for each external and internal variation or levels of variations in the indigenous language. In my village, in my hometown, Banyuwangi has some of languages between Osing, uh, Javanese, and Indonesian. Okay, there are external variation, geographical variation, dialectal variation, context induced variation, social class, culture, background. That's about external. Uh, Next is internal variations, such as phonological. Japanese has different in pronunciation of certain sound or phonetic feature, such as vowel length or consonant cluster within different subdialect or speech communities. Example, phoneme lemah in Japanese like cupu, but in Indonesia like land or tanah. Okay, lexical. Japanese may have an internal lexical variation where different words or expressions are used to describe the same concept. Sungai in Indonesia, in Japanese kali. That's for example. Kamu Indonesian, Japanese awakmu, Osing itu Riko. And for next, grammatical internal may exist in Japanese. Example-nya, dia perempuan cantik, subject plus adjective. Japanese, ayunira, adjective and object. For the English, is very beautiful, subject to be and adjective. Okay, next, idiomatic. Japanese may have internal variation in idiomatic expression. Cah bagus tah tangire, cah bagus tas tangire means tease us when we was late for getting up. Okay. Next is number 2. Explain the concept of bad language in your culture. I give example and explanation of them. Okay. I have example of bad language in my village. Javanese. For the first, it means celeng. Yeah. Celeng, it means how to mocking someone. Example, Raimo celeng, something like that. Okay, number 2, kotor, dirty, when you angry to someone. Or example, cuk jan, cuk i. Jancuk kan, that's for example. And number 3, sindiran, sarcasm, blok, tolol, pekok, something like that. Yeah. Asu, yeah. That's sindiran to someone, atau mengatai orang, something like that. Okay, next, number 3, I will explain about Donald Trump and Joe Biden. Politeness strategies. For the first, the moderator acknowledges that the First Lady had been unwell and expresses gratitude for her recovery, displaying politeness and empathy. I think good for the moderator. Okay, for next, criticizing previous statements. For the first person, point out that the second person made statements in the past that turned out to be inaccurate. And the highlight, the second person emphasizes that the following recommend earlier that the opponent. On contrasting statements, defending actions, and questioning the opponent's decision. And next, criticism and accountability. Former Vice President Biden implies that the high death toll and new cases demonstrate a failure of leadership and suggest that those responsible shouldn't remain in power. He presents himself as an alternative solution to lead the country out of the crisis. That's good. Okay, next for number 4, analyze your indigenous language level of vitality by using 9 aspects of UNESCO language of vitality measurement. Okay, for the first, intergenerational transmission. Javanese is still spoken by people from East Java and Central Java, but in West Java using Indonesian, Sundanese, Betawi, that's another languages. And number 2, number of speakers. People speak Javanese mostly in Java Island and not the regions, maybe just only in Java. And maybe another village, it can be. Okay, next, proportion of speaker. Many people in my village use Javanese, but the percentage of Javanese speaker in Indonesia as a whole are decreasing. Number 4, proficiency. Older people generally speak Javanese polite, but younger speakers may not be as fluent. And number 5, language use. Javanese is used in daily conversation, cultural event, and ritual. However, Indonesian more common in formal settings, like school and media. Written material. There are not many written resources in Javanese, which makes it harder to preserve and teach the language. Number 7, official status. Javanese is not an official language, so it doesn't have the same recognition as Indonesian. Number 8, education. Javanese taught in a school, especially in Java Island. Indonesian is the main language of interaction. Just only in Java, maybe another city that's different. 9, community attitudes. Japanese speakers generally have a positive attitude toward their language, but in the fluence of Indonesian and its perceived advantage may affect younger generations' attitude. Okay, so maybe that's all about me. I hope you can enjoy. And last saya, assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.